Hey guys, Azul here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, the GameCube remake of the original Metal Gear Solid that came out on PS1. This is the finale. We are gonna finish this game on this part, and I'm glad I was able to kind of mimic, kind of mirror my Metal Gear Solid playthrough, and kind of like end it and start it and end it on sections where the parts ended. Like part one, I ended let's see, right before doing the tank boss fight. Part two, I ended what did I end part two? I think right before we fight Psycho Mantis, and then part three was when we took on Psycho Mantis and Sniper Wolf, and ended right there. Part four is when we start the torture sequence, get through that, and it ends with fighting the Hind D. Part 5 would be the aftermath of the Hind D, going down that elevator, fighting the guys, then taking on Sniper Wolf for the last time, and then ending it right after defeating Vulcan Raven. And now part 6 will be just the same after the Vulcan Raven final boss fight. We will continue into the attempt to stop Metal Gear from activating, and the end of the game. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get to it. Let's see what everyone has to say.
Snake, if it's about Naomi, I'm looking into the matter right now.
Oh yeah, Naomi.
Give me a little more time. Where is she? She's still sleeping.
I can't believe it. First, the DARPA chief turns out to be an imposter. Now Naomi. What the hell is going on here? I suppose you're going to tell me you don't know anything, right?
Of course.
I'm sorry, Snake.
The world is being threatened with nuclear annihilation. That's all we can be sure about.
Master.
Snake, I'm sure that woman calling herself Naomi is some type of spy. And now I'm starting to think that Campbell might be hiding something too. Don't trust him.
Yeah, well. Oh, no, my bad.
Sometimes, even though you know it's a losing battle, you just have to fight or be damned. A narrow chance is still a chance.
I like that. Okay, Nastasha. Come on, control, work with me.
As long as the strategy of nuclear deterrence continues, nuclear weapons may be reduced, but they will never be eliminated. If you think about it, nuclear reduction does not mean much without elimination as the ultimate goal. I used to work in the DIA. I figured the only way to achieve nuclear elimination was to work from the inside to convince them of the ineffectiveness of the deterrence theory.
Seems like you're pretty focused on that issue.
Victims of nuclear radiation are a sad thing to see, and I have seen a lot of it. I have seen more than enough of it. I was born and raised in Pripyat, Ukraine. I was 10 years old on that day, April 26, 1986.
You don't mean...
Yes.
Oh, I've heard this. We've heard this a bunch of times. Otacon.
I don't know anything about Dr. Naomi, so there's not much I can say. But Snake, I think you'd better leave that to Colonel Campbell. Don't you think you'd better just get to the control room?
Alright, enough this done. Let's go. Okay, let's see. I know there's some traps here. Yeah, see, here we go. We got 2 trap doors. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can get this guy. I'm pretty sure I could drop him in the hole. I've done it before. Yeah. Dispose of the evidence. Okay, there's a guard up. No, how do I? There you go. Uh oh. He saw me. Come here, buddy. Alright, pick him up, Snake. Goddamn. Alright, so let's take that camera out. Dude, I remember the original Metal Gear. There's like 1,000 cameras in this room. What? I missed. And now there's only just the 2 right there. Yeah, we're gonna need those later, but... Dun dun dun. Behold. Metal Gear Rex. You know, I want one, like a little, like 3D replica, like a figurine of Rex. I've seen them, but they're really expensive. We'll go straight up. Those 2 dots are Liquid and Ocelot. Whoa.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear. But it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, no mechanics. It's too quiet.
Way
Maybe because
too
they're
quiet.
all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should
Not
I
just
do?
my lighting
All
a
we
little
can
bit.
do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys. And besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course.
There are ways.
There are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yo, my man,
Describes me
Otacon.
pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Alright, gents, let's get to it. No, there's nothing right there. Like we could squeeze right here. Oh, yeah, there's some more bullets. Not bullets, stinger. Well, it says stinger bullets right there. Ah, crap. He heard the freaking... You know what? Let's call Master.
Snake, isn't the detonation code input system in the control room? Hurry up and get in there.
Interesting, very interesting.
Snake, it's me again.
Yo,
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I've never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
let's see. I don't think people are gonna really like scrounge around here for bodies. Ooh, no, I've got full ammo. I missed. What was the second scream? That was weird. I don't know if that was like a delayed scream or another person screaming.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought.
Nah,
The
I
nuclear
know all
warhead
this
is
already,
designed
but
to be fired from
I
the
don't know. I can't
railgun
help
like
but
a
bring myself to
projectile.
skip these cutscenes.
It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one up until now?
Because of the missile's rocket propulsion system. It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Because of that?
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
Yeah, you
I'm
punk.
listening.
It would push back the signing of the START 3 treaty. If word gets out about this weapon, it'd cause a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
sorry.
You
You've
little
changed, Colonel.
punk. Beat.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested. Only simulated.
You mean with VR experiments?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think that data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So, you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Let's do this. Oh no, the camera's downstairs. That's why I'm tripping. Otacon.
Snake.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
That's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That, plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like they were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Alright, before I step in, let's call Master one more time.
Snake, isn't the detonation...
And it's the same thing. Yo, where's the guy? Oh, I see. I'm assuming... no, it's very tiny right there, though. I'm assuming when I shot him, he probably, like, slipped through this, like, little crack right here. I don't know. That's a little bit too tight. Do it. I love how like
Okay.
over the top this
I've
game
entered
is.
the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss? Liquid.
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Galukovich
See, I like
would
that
really like
this
to see a
because, like,
nuclear bomb dropped on your mother.
Liquid and Snake actually look
But
like
why?
twins here.
There's
Just
nothing
they have
there.
different hair color and
Wrong.
haircuts.
It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about the new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion. All for money.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox-dye. It killed Octopus and the Arms Tech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wear your mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with amphetamine and adrenaline levels in the blood. They deployed a product still in development into live combat. No surprise it was unreliable. They must have been desperate.
In any case, have you heard from your friend Colonel Sergei Galukovich at Spetsnaz yet?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? That Galukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Maybe so, but he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we joined forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here. It's going to be a long war.
We could still escape.
We have the new nuclear power, and we're going to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? Fighting the whole world?
The cockiness.
From here, we can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar and totally immune to interception. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
But boss, what about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, you can call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
Boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden? If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
I like how they're setting up Snake for the whole thing right here.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top
Otacon.
secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They finished inputting the PAL codes.
Not looking so good.
So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see, the override system that the president was talking about, it can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it.
Okay.
And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
You need the keys for input. 3 of them.
But I only have the one. Where are the others?
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape
memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency
What are
input.
Liquid and Ocelot doing? Just staring at a screen and looking at Snake the whole time?
There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. You input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system, and it's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
We know exactly who it is. I like how Liquid is fast enough to see the bullet go across his face.
bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
At least they gave like a proper like setup to why he says it's bulletproof glass. Cause like in this, they showed Snake trying to shoot at it. Of course, obviously with the original Metal Gear Solid, they had like, you know, what would be the good phrase for that? Limited resources? Not limited resources, but the technology wasn't that strong back in the day. Obviously, if you've seen my original playthrough, or you know Metal Gear Solid, you know it's all that pixelated 8-bit. Wait, what's down here? I haven't been down here. So the layout here is a lot different than... Ooh, a bandage. Let's call Master.
You lost the card key? Hurry up and find it. They've already entered the detonation code. The only way to stop that launch is to lock the system by re-inputting the detonation codes. If you use the mine detector, you should be able to find the key, even if it fell into the drainage ditch. Whatever you do, find that key.
So, there's actually a shortcut. How do you do this thing? Ugh. So guys, so there's actually a shortcut how to... Wait. Oh no, the camera's up. No, what are we doing? Get up, get up. What are you doing? I thought that camera was gonna get me. So as I was saying, there's actually a shortcut how to change the card key coloration compared to... Wait, was that it? No. Is it actually that this time? No. There's the rat. There's the rat. I see it. It's gonna be the rat. Where's my C4? Sorry, little buddy. I don't mean to do this to you, but yeah, because the rat ate the card key. That little icon right there on the radar is a time bomb that Ocelot set up for us. Wait, how do you use this thing again? B to detonate. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Sorry, little buddy. Okay, so there's a major shortcut how to change the card key colors compared to the first Metal Gear Solid, or the original Metal Gear Solid.
Snake, your grip has gotten stronger. Looks like your hard work is paying off.
Well done, Snake.
Was that a innuendo? Yeah, in the original Metal Gear Solid, like, obviously room temperature is room temperature, and then cold temperature, for the most part, I think most players like go to the place where you fought Raven, obviously, because that's a cold place. You stay there for like 1 or 2 minutes, and then run all the way back here. It's a long route, and then for the way to heat it, you go to the blast furnace. So there's actually like a little shortcut in this game, because you can pretty much do the exact same thing. Ah, crap. I was hoping to avoid that.
Snake, re-input.
You found the card key, right? First comes the room temperature key. Put it into the far left terminal in the control room. That key is actually...
I wonder if it actually let me. Because I already turned on the... Nope, nope, nope. I'm dying here. Man, I was hoping to like avoid that.
Snake. You got the card key back. Good job. Now
Yes.
hurry to the control room.
I got Master super excited, but is this like an instant death? Cause like I don't remember. Because I usually like throw a chaff grenade, but I was hoping to avoid it, but damn. No, we're dead. We're dead. Alright, I'm gonna let it run out. Screw it. Cause like
No! Snake!
yeah. Yeah. I get it. I screwed up. I screwed the pooch. Okay, this time I'm not gonna be so nice. I'm gonna like just. Where's the goddamn chaff? Alright, this dumb bull. How the heck are you not supposed to? Alright, but for real, screw these cameras, man.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2, freeze the key.
Got it. But what? How come Snake doesn't like think? Why aren't Liquid and Ocelot here? Like, where did they go? How come he doesn't think about that? Let's see. Do we have any soldiers roaming around? No. All right, but yeah, here's the shortcut. We're gonna do it right here. It's super easy, and it cuts out like a good 25 minutes. Or at least I think it's like at least 25 minutes. Yeah, I believe it's right here. Okay. How do I... You gotta be careful though. If you don't catch it right here. So now, so you see these two pipes right here. There's a steam pipe and there's a freeze pipe. Liquid nitrogen and steam. So we're gonna shoot this. Bam. Instant freeze. Okay, yeah, I get it. Alright, we'll do the same thing. Let go. Up. Catch that. Drop down here. And then make our way back up. So yes, there's not a cheat, or not a cheat, but a shortcut like that in the original version of Metal Gear Solid. No, they made you work for that thing. I swear, if the cameras come back to life, I'm gonna go nuts. Alright, no, they're still dead.
PAL code number 2
goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
3. Let's call Master Miller. Let's see what he wants to say about this.
Now you've got to warm it. You need to find someplace hot.
Somewhere warm. What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape. You need to hurry on the way back. That key is actually an IC card.
Okay. Wait. No. That's not what I meant.
Somewhere.
But yeah, trust me, we got this. We're gonna do the same shortcut in that same place. We're gonna do the steam. But yeah, we cut so much time just by walking and avoiding guards and avoiding traps, just by doing all that. But yeah, you gotta be quick with your timing to catch the ledge, or else you could drop all the way down, and 50-50 chance you might like not survive the fall. Ooh, I almost missed it. Okay, here we go. Steam. No, that's what I meant. So we're gonna have the codec ball hanging.
It's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
Yo.
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye? Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages toward the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me
What
if
the
you
heck
find
is
out
sodium
anything.
pentothal?
So, it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Is that all you think about?
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Okay, let's call him again.
So, Naomi is a spy, just like I thought. Campbell is hiding something too. But that's okay. Fox Dye is a virus, a biological weapon. There must be a vaccine. We can worry about getting that later, Snake. But right now, you've got to focus on re-inputting those detonation codes, okay?
Because I've heard when you turn the card red, Master gets excited.
The card key changed shape. Hurry to the control room. That's the last key.
Master, I've never heard
Look,
you
here
so
we
excited.
go.
Oh, well, that's because you're so close to completing your mission.
Man, that is some bull. We all know.
The card key changed shape.
Okay, yeah, yeah. This guy's way too excited.
Snake, can you hear me?
Naomi.
It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
We're using the same code.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' face is my name. The name and ID I have now I just bought. But the reason why I study genetics, that was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now?
Why is her
should
face
I?
moving
No
like
one else
that?
tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox.
Yeah.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I.
That always like hurts every
He
time, that
protected me.
confrontation.
He is everything to me. The only proof I have of my existence. Of my existence as an individual.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who's he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. But then he and my brother went back to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Okay.
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes, that's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments.
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterward, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me.
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. Naomi, tell me something.
About Foxdie? Foxdie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Foxdie contains smart enzymes, created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then, they cause a heart attack.
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. then the victim dies.
Apoptosis. You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox dye.
Huh? You weren't.
No. You were injected with Fox dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that...
Damn, always the puppet.
That's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing that I wanted to tell you was, Snake...
Hey! What are you doing?
Snake.
Naomi?
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
All bad. Here we go, guys. The last task. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick save right here.
Snake, Naomi's under arrest.
What the hell is happening over there? What's the Colonel thinking?
Colonel Campbell is... I'm sorry, I can't say anymore. But please believe me, I'm here to help you until the end. Please, Snake, don't give up.
All right.
Colonel, what's new with Naomi?
She's being interrogated, Snake. Leave her to me. You just worry about stopping Metal Gear. Please, Snake. Snake, I consider you my friend. Please believe that.
Probably censored. Alright, let's see. Nastasha, let's see what you got for me.
Nastasha, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you know anything about Fox dye and the real nature of this operation?
Sorry. I have not been told anything about that.
That's funny. The Colonel said almost exactly the same thing.
Damn, he's distrusting of everyone.
Sorry. I didn't mean to sound sarcastic. I believe you.
Let's do Otacon.
I can't really blame Dr. Naomi. I feel sorry for her. Ever since I was a little kid, I always hated my first name.
Hal, isn't it?
Yeah. My father was a big fan of science fiction movies. That's how I got stuck with it. But I'm not a computer. I'm human. My grandfather taking part in the Manhattan Project. My father being born on the day of the Hiroshima bomb. I hated every part of that. My name, my father, my grandfather. It felt like all those things were a ball and chain around my legs, dragging me down. But now that I think about it, I realize I was blessed. At least it proves that I was born, that I live. But Dr. Naomi didn't even know who her parents were, what her real name was. She must have been a very lonely little girl.
Otacon.
Sorry, Snake. I guess right now you should focus on re-inputting those PAL codes.
And then one last call.
So Naomi used Fox dye to take her revenge on you.
Yeah, but she said she wasn't the one who made the decision to use it. According to her, it was just one part of this operation.
If this goes all the way up to Campbell, it might not be so easy to get that vaccine. Oh well, forget about it.
Alright. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wrap it up. What's this? Bandage? And behold, the plot twist. Dun, dun, dun.
PAL code number 3 confirmed.
I like how Snake is actually trying to look at it like he knows how to read it.
Detonation code activated. Ready for launch.
No! Why? I deactivated it.
No, we got played, man. We got played real hard. We got played like a damn fiddle.
Thank you, Snake. Now
And
the
the other
detonation
plot
code is
twist.
completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when I decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
Well, for starters, I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. We thought we'd get the info from you, but there was Foxdie.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
A bit
You
over
didn't
the
think
top
you
and
made it this far
excessive,
by
but
yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Foxdie vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room.
ho ho ho.
Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come to where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off, but Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me,
dear
brother.
Liquid! How the...
You've served your purpose.
You may die now. Alright, we knew it was Liquid. If you've seen my original playthrough, I've always known it was Liquid. I just like playing the part, so to say. But yeah, I always knew, or not always knew, but like replaying the games, like I always like figure out, okay, Liquid is busy, let's call Master Miller and see how it works. And I like how the game is programmed to, like, you know, during the Hind B fight, you can't call Miller, or you can, but he won't respond because you know, he was pretending to be him. Alright, Otacon, get me the hell out of here.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
The good thing I got this mask.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Let's get the heck out of here and do the final boss. Man, isn't he cold?
Liquid!
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. You performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us, so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox Die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Die's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Die's program. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Die vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
What the heck?
Yeah? Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Die. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either.
Because you're
After all,
twins.
our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles.
Terrible children.
You're fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
So you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Ha! Love? It's hate. His choosing me, knowingly, to be the inferior one? For this, I want revenge. You don't even understand this. You, who could kill your own real father. You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes.
Here we go.
You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever.
Alright, Snake, come on, don't pussy out now. We can do this. Yeah, duh.
God help us. Metal Gear is moving. Snake, it's all riding on you now.
We've got this.
You've got to stop that thing.
But how?
You'll have to ask Dr. Emmerich, the guy who made it.
I am a military analyst and an expert on high-tech weapons, but I do not know anything about Metal Gear. Why don't you ask Dr. Emmerich?
Snake, there's nothing I can do to help you. All I can do is cheer you on. Win, Snake, win!
Alright, Otacon, let's do this. Give me the deets.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes.
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah. Try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So will that stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it will open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot seat.
Right. If you can shoot a missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally decided with a weak point.
It's not a weak point. More like a weakness. People
I thought it was
just
character
very
flaw.
appealing without a weakness of some kind. Don't you think?
I guess so. I owe you one, Otacon.
But I gotta say, man, like, now that we're near the end of the game, you know, the thing I appreciate the most about the Twin Snakes remake, the visuals. Obviously, like, they're a lot easier on the eyes, there's faces, and then I like the over-the-top cutscenes, you know, like the one with when we defeat the Hind D and the Hind D shoots a missile, and Snake like does a backflip, jumps on the missile, and then springboards up and then shoots his Stinger missile at the helicopter. I thought that was pretty cool. Over the top, very comical, but pretty cool. But one of the things I don't appreciate about this remake is I feel like the voice acting is... I feel like they're not trying. Because over here, I remember this being so exciting, like so serious, like oh my god, Metal Gear is going on. And then like the way how like Otacon was breaking it down, it's like yo, calm down, got this. But here it's like oh, shoot a Stinger missile at the radome, and yeah, as opposed to you gotta shoot the Stinger missile at the radome, that will blind it. I don't know, just the way how the voice actors like portrayed their voice in this version of the game, like I feel like they weren't even trying. I feel like they were very bothered to like redo all their lines. But whatever. Without further ado, let's get into it. Where my chat? Ah, damn it. what I meant. So I guess the same strategy still works for this game too. Run towards it when the missiles... Good! Uh-oh. Damn it. Ah! You got me right there, you punk. Twice. Damn, round one done.
Now, fire the stinger! Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
We can't do it. It won't let me.
Now, in front of you, I can finally die.
It's no good. I can't do it.
The sands of our land.
It's no
I
good.
was taken
I
from
can't
battle.
do it.
Neither truly alive, nor truly dead.
Here we go. Alright, let's see. We should be able to still use the same strategy as before. Where is it? Okay.
There you are!
Pretty much doing this. Ah, god damn it. Nope, nope, nope. Kind of. It's not as consistent as the original version. Oh, what I pressed the wrong button. Ah.
I got you, Snake! Ah! Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
I like how they gave Rex like a animal like roar call. Oh. Oh. Yeah, of course. Of course he survives all that.
Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die. As long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Well,
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict shall breed conflict. New hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method?
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth.
It's a bit over the top.
You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
That's messed up.
So, it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion of the Human Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the Next Generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. Huh? 1991. The Gulf War.
Dude, these games are like
the military
history
secretly
lessons.
injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical, biological weapons. The poison gas detection units, and anti-sarin injections, they were all just to cover up the secret experiments.
So the so-called Gulf babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then, I'm going to go beyond, in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Oh, we're gonna finally fight. Like, I love these
Look
cutscenes, but they're
behind
too
you.
long.
Meryl? Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl?
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name?
I have a name.
No. We have no past, no future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the
Battle
details,
damage
why don't you
assessment.
ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
The
Don't worry,
bastard.
Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may be only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Ding.
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Very
Yes,
ridiculous.
He is a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
Just shut up and fight. Dude, these guys got hops. I just gotta say that.
And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you. Have at you, Snake!
Alright, let's kick his ass. Ha! Got your tag. I'm doing much better than
Is that all you?
the Metal Gear Solid version. Oh god, what am I doing?
What's wrong, Snake?
Oh! Yeah, I'm doing way better than the original version. Come on, get up. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. One attempt this time. I like how they're mimicking each other. Or not mimicking, mirroring. Sure you can! Damn, got him with the uppercut. That's one tough hook.
Snake!
Dude, either liquid lands on his back or his head, but that should kill him. But it won't.
Snake? Is that you? Snake, you're alive.
Meryl
Thank
is
God.
okay, guys. Meryl is
Meryl.
saved.
Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Well, yeah.
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Damn right.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl.
Too bad that won't last. Alright, kitties, we're about to get bombed to whoa, 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 watch the hands there. Watch the hands.
That's my codec.
Snake, it's me. It looks like you stopped
Otacon.
Rex.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right, you saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh boy, I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No, it's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know? Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Me too.
Thanks, Snake.
Alright, let's get the heck out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here.
That's what I just said.
What about him? Where is Otacon?
He's fighting.
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
Dude, this game is like
He's
so extra
fighting
with
for
all
us
these
too?
like hidden messages.
Yeah, and I don't want it to
But I
be
love
in
it.
vain.
I love it.
Me too.
Let's go, kitties. We can flirt later.
Snake.
Meryl.
Yeah, ain't no time to be flirting right now.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
I like how he did not respond to that comment. Smart man, Snake. Smart man.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
What about you, Miss Tank Top? Like, I'm one to talk, I'm wearing my tank top. It's pretty warm. It was pretty warm earlier in the day, but it's pretty chill now.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up! Hurry!
That's still sleeveless. Chef's kiss.
Looking good, Snake.
Kitties, what did I say about the flirting? Save it for later. Alright guys, the last hurrah.
Hurry!
I'm going. Is there something? Yeah, ration, baby. We got a ration here. We got a ration there.
Let me drive.
Oh, of course.
Damn, surveillance camera. Oh no, no key.
Oh, come on.
Keys. Snake, it started. Get in. Snake, hurry. Get in.
Ah. God damn it. The Metal Gear Solid theme playing. Alright, here we go. Much better first person shooter. God damn it!
Here they come!
What? I blew up the other side, girl. Here comes Liquid.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Man, this guy just doesn't know how to quit. You gotta respect the man, alright? Damn it. Dude, I'm like shredding bullets at his chest and he has no shirt on. How is he still alive? We did it, guys. That is the end of the game. I have to put my controller down because there's nothing else we can do. But just watch and enjoy the show. She knocked out. Come on, Merle. All these slow motion shots, man. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a bit much. The headbutting is a bit much. Ooh, just barely made it.
Meryl, are you okay? Damn. Snake. Snake!
It's happening.
Fox?
Die.
Die.
Wait, I feel like he gets back up though. Yeah. Yeah, they look like twins. They really do look like twins.
If he's dead,
then so will
that
you.
means...
Nah, you'll be alright, Snake.
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
The last coded call. Colonel.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel!
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
Nice.
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
Same.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox Islands.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay. Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Foxdie.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you.
I don't remember him saying that.
Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Freaking beast.
Maybe.
Rest in peace.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Foxdie too. What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Live.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code, inscribed into their genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the Genome Soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life.
And live.
And then live.
I love that whole speech
you
he
think so?
gives.
Don't worry. I'm gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live.
everything she says is spot on. I love that part.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Infinite ammo.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or a reminder of the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. My survival instinct that tells me not to die. That's all the motive I've had in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name is David.
Okay, so where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
Maybe.
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
Hey, what are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us, too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
It's nice, isn't it? Being alive.
Come on, let's enjoy life.
Well guys, that is the end of Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, the GameCube remake of Metal Gear Solid. I am not reading that because it goes away too fast. Oh, maybe I could have read it. In January 1993, START 2 was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000 to 3,500 in each nation by the end of 2007. However, as of 2003, there still exists more than 20,000 nuclear warheads in the world. That is crazy. That is absolutely ridiculous. I wonder what the statistics for that is now. So I gotta say, like, they really underused this song in the game, in this game. I know they overused it in the original version. But like every time you hear this song, it just gives more emotional impact to like the sad moments. Like they had like a different soundtrack and it was pretty good. But like, I don't know, there's nothing beating this. The best is yet to come. So I gotta say, I really enjoy the Twin Snakes. I like the over-the-top action cutscenes. They're pretty fun. And then obviously the face models, the graphics are better than the original. Like you can actually see a face. And gameplay is like Metal Gear Solid 2. Honestly, being able to do headshot from a distance is so much easier. And for the most part, everything felt almost the same. Revolver Ocelot's fight was a lot easier here than the original. Cyborg Ninja, aka Gray Fox, was about the same. Let's see what was the next boss fight. The tank, I would say the tank was easier here because you can actually like aim the grenade like, you know, with the first person view and also throw it more at a distance. And also like you can use the C4. I don't know if you can use, no, not the C4, the claymores. I don't know if you can use the claymores to disable like the tank's movement in the original version, but you can do it in this one, which makes it easier to throw your bombs at. After that, okay, no, Cyborg Ninja's after that. Then Psycho Mantis. Psycho Mantis was pretty much the same, but a little bit more unique, and I thought was a little better. So obviously you still have to like switch the controller ports. But in PlayStation you only have the 2, while the GameCube you have the 4. So after playing this game for 3 times, this is my 3rd attempt, but first time live streaming it, you have to, I guess you gotta constantly switch the ports like every couple minutes, because like I switched to the port 4 and I was able to damage him for a while, but then he started reading my controller again, and then I had to switch to the port 3. That's a big difference between this Psycho Mantis fight and the original. The Sniper Wolf fights were pretty much the same. Vulcan Raven was pretty much the same. Rex was pretty much the same, but I feel like he didn't spam his missiles and bullets a lot. And then Liquid was pretty much the same. So yeah, there's a lot of similarities and big differences, but yeah, this is a fun game. I'm glad I was able to share it with you guys. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, remember like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more of my gameplay content and my commentary, follow me on my social media, Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be in the description in the channel. And if you want to watch me play live, I'm live on Twitch. Again, link will be in the description in the channel. Will I continue the Metal Gear Solid series? I played all of them, and I haven't touched them in years. Very anxious to replay all of them. So yeah, I will continue the Metal Gear Solid series. I will live stream it and put my videos up on YouTube for everyone to watch. We'll definitely go into Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. It might not be right away, because I got other games lined up that I want to try for the first time, and also some new games coming out that I also want to live stream for the first time. But we'll get to it eventually. But yeah, again, follow me on Twitter so you can get the updates, what games I'll be playing, when I'll be playing. But yeah guys, until then, I will see you guys next time on the channel. Alright guys, peace out. Bye.